Hey, what's up guys? So we're going to be doing a new segment on my channel. It's going to be called Card Rulings, and it's going to help you guys out because I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Can be a confusing game at times if you're just learning it. So let's go over the rulings on Thunder King Rai because it's a very popular card and there's a lot of questions I get all the time about Thunder King Rai. So first off, let's go over his effect and then I'll tell you when you can use Thunder King's effect and when you cannot use Thunder King's effect. So let's go over it. So his effect is neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. During either player's turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, negate the special summon, and if you do, destroy it. So, first off, his conditions to activate his effect, he must be face-up on the field, he must hit the graveyard. So, he cannot be Book of Moon and activate his effect. Next up, he cannot activate his effect when Macrocosmos, Dimensional Fissure, or like Banisher of the Radiance is on the field, because those prevent cards from going to the graveyard, so Thunder King will not be able to tribute himself and hit the graveyard to activate his effect successfully. So keep that in mind as well. When those cards are out on the field, you cannot use Thunder King's effect. Thunder King can only negate inherent special summons. Now let's go over some of the popular inherent special summons. So Grapha is an inherent special summon. Any Contact Fusion is going to be an inherent special summon. Any Synchros or XYZs, those are all going to be inherent special summons. Cards that special summon themselves, basically just for themselves. Cards like Machina Fortress, you're basically discarding and you're special summoning himself. He's not brought up by another card, which Thunder King cannot negate when you're activating cards that bring out the special summon. The most perfect example to use Thunder King's effect successfully, which means you can activate it, is going to be something that special summons itself just straight up from the hand. Something like Judgment Dragon or Cyber Dragon, just when you've met the condition and you're going to special summon it from the hand, Thunder King can negate those. So keep that in mind. Basically, anything that's special summoned most of the time from the hand, just by itself, just like, one card. The most perfect example is going to be Cyber Dragon. Just special summon it from your hand. Thunder King can negate those. Now let's talk about what Thunder King cannot negate as far as special summoning a monster. So cards like Call of the Haunted and Monster Reborn and Miracle Fusion, those are our cards that bring out another monster. And essentially Thunder King cannot negate those because you can't use Thunder King's effect to negate Call of the Haunted because the card has to finish resolving and therefore Thunder King can't negate it because it's brought out by another card's effect. I hope that makes a little bit more sense to you. That Thunder King can only negate inherent special summons, and basically that is a monster that's being special summoned by itself by its own effect, not by another card's effect. So yeah, again, keep in mind Thunder King cannot negate these three cards. Another thing is Thunder King cannot negate cards that are floaters, essentially. Stuff like Emmer's Blade, Mystic Tomato. You cannot use Thunder King's effect against those because, again, those are cards that bring out another monster. And essentially, Emmer's Blade is special summoning another monster, just like Call of the Haunted is special summoning the other monster. It's not special summoned by itself, if that makes sense to you guys. However, there's one exception. Gores I want to talk about. Gores is a card Thunder King cannot negate. This is just the way it's ruled. Even though technically Gores is special summoning himself, because it's during the damage step and Gores is activating his effect to special summon the token as well, Thunder King just can't negate it. That's just the way it's ruled. Keep in mind, Thunder King cannot negate Gores. However, you can use Dolka's effect to negate Gores because Gores activates the effect to special summon the token. But Logia and Thunder King cannot negate Gores. Next up, cards that Thunder King will also not negate. Cards like Destiny Draw, like Solar Recharge, Shard of Greed, those are all drawing, so that does not conflict with Thunder King's effect. His effect is neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. So drawing them is totally cool. So cards like D-Draw and Shard of Greed, Solar Recharge, you're all drawing, so Thunder King cannot stop those cards. An interesting card, though, is Gold Sarcophagus. Since you are actually banishing, it says remove it. We all know it's banished now, they changed it. But anyways, so Gold Sarcophagus, since you are banishing, then it adds to your hand later on. Gold Sarcophagus is not a card that gets stopped by Thunder King. So that said, let's talk about cards that Thunder King will still work against. So Thunder King will negate Pot of Duality. It will negate cards like Reinforcement Army, Smoke Signal, anything that searches from the deck to their hand. So if you're activating a card and then you gotta look through your deck, then Thunder King will stop those. Except for Gold Sark. That's the only card where you activate and then you look through your deck. I think there's also a different Dimension Capsule, but no one will really play that card. Next up, yeah, cards like Snow. Again, when you're just sending the card to the graveyard or just getting rid of the card, because Smoke Signal doesn't actually have to hit the graveyard. But like cards where you're searching through your deck to add, you cannot activate those once Thunder King is on the field. Same thing with Stratos, it's just really simple. You can, however, activate Stratos' effect to destroy spell trap cards equal to the number of hero monsters you control, so keep that in mind. But yeah, you cannot add the Neos Alias or the Destiny hero with Elemental Stratos because Thunder King, again, negates anything which makes you search from your deck and then you add it to your hand, except for Gold Sarcophagus. Next up, I want to talk about when Thunder King can still activate his effect. So, cards like Skill Drain and Forbidden Chalice, those will stop Thunder King's effect that, make it so you can't add. So if Skill Drain or Forbidden Chalice is there and it's stopping Thunder King, you can activate Pod Duality and Reinforcement Army, Smoke Signal, your Snow, but you can still activate Thunder King's effect to tribute itself and hit the graveyard, and because his effect, again, resolves off the field, kind of like how Skill Drain and Forbidden Chalice, these will not stop Sangan, for example. Thunder King also negates Sangan. I'm sure that's a pretty simple one, though, because, again, it's adding from the deck where you got to search, and then you add it to your hand. But yeah, Thunder King can still tribute itself when Skill Drain or Forbidden Chalice is, stopping Thunder King from his other effect of neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing. But Thunder King can still activate because he resolves off the field. But keep in mind, again, if Macrocosmos is there, you cannot activate Thunder King's effect because Thunder King cannot touch the graveyard. So I hope this helps you guys out with Thunder King because this is by far one of the cards that I get the most questions on because yeah, it is a very popular card, this format, and there's a lot of questions on that. So I hope this helps you guys out understand a little bit more rulings on Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially on Thunder King, because Thunder King, very popular card, and against certain matchups, Thunder King can shut down decks really quick if you can get him out first turn against a lot of different decks. But I hope this helps you guys out, again, with these rulings. Let me know in the comment section below what card next you guys want me to talk about, maybe that's confusing or you guys need some help on, because I know, even for me, sometimes I don't know all the rulings on Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I'll be sure to email some judges and, let you guys know the rulings on specific cards, especially if you want to know a ruling on a card, just let me know the card as well as perhaps the actual circumstance that you want to know whether you can, for example, if you're having trouble on Thunder King, well, we already went over Thunder King, but I hope you guys don't have any problems on Thunder King. But yeah, so let me know, let's say you have trouble on Thunder King, say Age White Dragon, let me know about Thunder King as well as can Thunder King negate Gores, because it would let me know what ruling that you have a problem against. That way I can immediately answer your question as well as cover a more broad area of rulings on a card. Oh, one thing I wanted to actually talk about. When Thunder King negates a special summon monster, they never touch the field. So you cannot use Wind Up Zenmaines when someone activates Thunder King. Any synchro that is negated, it's just like Psalm Warning. You cannot activate Call of the Haunted or Monster Reborn on, let's say, Xian, for example, if Thunder King negated the special summon of Xian, because it wasn't technically special summoned properly, therefore it cannot be Monster Reborn or Call of the Haunted. So keep that in mind as well. Forgot to mention that, but I remembered now. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on rulings, let me know the specific card and perhaps maybe some examples on the card that you have questions on. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys like this segment, because I know that I wish I saw some people doing like card rulings on certain things a lot earlier, because there are times where I was like, why can't Thunder King negate Gores? It's special summoning itself. But yeah, keep that in mind. Thunder King cannot stop Gores. But thanks for watching, guys. White Dragon, signing out.